you're only for me. Yeah, you're only for me. Yes, you're only for me. With fire and water. You be back to me. I know that you've been working on me. And I know that you wanna be your first lady. I wanna be.
Hey guys, welcome to this video. I was about to say to the vlog, but it's not a vlog. I don't know how I learned the words to this album so quickly, but the music that I'm listening to in the background is by Diana, who is actually I won't call her a YouTuber, but she makes YouTube videos in addition to being a music artist. And her music is so dope. Like, I discovered her a while ago, maybe like last year. I started watching her channel, and I don't know, it's just something about her that just stuck with me. And I didn't know that she made music until maybe a few months ago. And I was listening to the stuff that she was putting out. Personally, I like it. It's not, I don't know how to describe it. I would just say just listen to it. And it's probably not for everyone, because it's like, I don't know, to me it's like feel good music, but she can really sing. She has a really nice voice and reminds me of like old school R&B a little bit. And I love her runs. Like, I love artists that just gives me a bunch of like it just gives me my whole life. So today I'm gonna be doing a little get ready with me. I am getting ready to go to the city to a yacht party, which sounds mad bougie. Fortunately, I'm not taking you guys along today. I just want to live my life today. But I know it's going to be fun. But I figure, you know, since I'm going to beat my face, I might as well record a video at the same time. And try and do this whole get ready with me thing. I can do it well when I'm doing my hair, which is currently in twists. You'll see that later. But when I'm doing my makeup, it's a little bit of a struggle because you have to concentrate so much. So bear with me. I did make notes in my phone, so hopefully that'll help. But yeah, so what I actually really wanted to talk about was something I haven't touched on this channel before, and that is periods and menstrual cycles. And this is going to just be like touching the tip of the iceberg, because there's so much that I want to talk about on this topic. But I think I just want to start with a general conversation about it, and this new product that I've started using. It's not new, but it's something that is new to me in my cycle. So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? So my face has already been washed, prepped. I use rose hemp oil to moisturize. I have kind of stopped using SPF, which I know may sound crazy. I was also one of those people that was like a huge believer in wearing sunscreen as well, and I still am. I'm still like testing it out, but this is what I use when I don't intend to be in the sun for long periods of time. When I am planning to be in the sun, I use carrot seed oil and raspberry seed oil. And when I'm like if I'm going to the beach or something, I'm definitely putting on sunscreen, just because I don't know if this stuff is really working. Like, I hope that it is, but I'm not sure. So just taking extra precautions. Just got my eyebrows done. They are looking amazing. So let's start with, I think I'm actually going to put a primer on today. I usually don't, but I think I'm going to today because I plan to do like a little more makeup than normal, since it's a nighttime thing. You know, it's nighttime, I'm gonna be on the water, so I think I'll be okay with like putting on a little bit more makeup than I typically do. So yeah, so let me just give you guys the foundation of this conversation. I was thinking about this, oh, that's my alarm. I was thinking about this maybe like yesterday, about how I remember when I was about to start my period, I was very excited. And I just want to know, like, was anyone else excited? But I was very excited. Like, I remember when I was probably in like the 3rd grade, and we had this like it wasn't a class, but we had like maybe it was like health or something, but we had like a speaker come in and talk to all the girls about their periods, and they gave us these pamphlets, and they gave us little baggies with like a pad inside and deodorant. And I was just so excited for some reason. Like, I was really excited about. I was excited about getting it. I was excited about like what it meant. I don't know why I was so excited about it, but I remember being very excited about it and very excited to like use deodorant. It was kind of weird when I think about it, but let me know if you remember like how you felt when it was first starting for you. But I remember feeling extremely excited. And I remember when I actually got it, I remember like I told my mom, and prior to that I don't really think we had a conversation about it. It was just like I went in the bathroom one day and I knew it was coming because they had given me all the information at school. But I don't actually remember having a conversation with my mom about like, oh, it's about that time, like this may happen one day, like just be prepared. No, it was more of like it just happened, and then I told her and we just handled it. So it was very much like it happened, and then she told me like, this is what you do, this is how you use the pad, you put it in your underwear, yada yada yada. Okay, cool. So life goes on. I'm using pads. I don't really remember, like, even though I remember the first day when it started, I don't remember being in school with it like throughout middle school and high school. It's weird. I don't really remember it really. Like, I don't remember it being burdensome. I don't remember it being like anything. It's weird that I don't remember it, but it was there the whole time, obviously. But yeah, so when I would say I started to like really notice it, or it became like a thing, was probably around like college, because it started getting like heavier. And I like my usual tampons that I was using in the past weren't working, so I had to go up to like the super ones, which is like, this whole video is TMI. If this is especially if you're a guy, you probably don't care, but to the women, I think this is an interesting conversation to have, and I just want to have conversations about our bodies like it's totally normal. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm using this NYX pencil by this pen. Why can't I speak? I just took a nap. I'm using this micro brow pencil by NYX in the color Espresso. So yeah, it started to get heavier, and that's when I had to kind of like go up in the tampons, and also they started to get like a little painful. Like, I remember like the cramps and stuff, and it just felt like burdensome. So I remember using tampons for majority of my cycle after that point, and I had I never thought about, you know, the chemicals that were on tampons. I never thought about if it was safe. I never thought about any of that stuff until recently, when I started becoming a little bit more conscious of the products and stuff that I use on my body. And, you know, I had heard of other options like the menstrual cup and like reusable pads and stuff like that, but I just was never interested. However, maybe a few months ago, one of my friends mentioned it to me, and then my sister tried it. So they started telling me about the menstrual cups, which, if you guys don't know what they are, I can show you the one that I'm using. This is not sponsored, but it could be. Divacup, if you're watching, hook a girl up. The Divacup, I started using this during this currently on my cycle, and I want to share like my experience using this. My brows look sis, you did that, not me. The eyebrow lady hooked it up. So I've started using that, and I'm not 100% sold yet. The people that I talked to about it are like, they love it. I'm not 100% sold yet because, like I said before, my cycle is heavy. It is a heavier cycle than probably most people. So I find that with the cup, this is literally, I'm still in the first cycle of using it, and it usually takes a while for people to like get used to it. So, but I'm finding that I'm having some leaking, and maybe that's because I'm not inserting it properly. So basically with the cup, if you've never used it, heard of it, check out some videos on it. There's so many videos online. Actually, I watched a video last night because I was convinced that thing was stuck inside of me and I did not know how to get it out. But I learned quickly that it was not stuck. So yeah, I'm not 100% sold yet. I love this concealer. I love it. So the reason I'm not 100% sold is because it was a little painful for me. You basically have to like fold it and put it inside. And the cup itself is not big. It's just like the rim of the cup is very thick and it's sturdy. So when you fold it, it literally bounces back up. Like you have to hold it down. And as you can see, I have claws, right? So these claws trying to hold that thing down, and then sometimes it would like pop open before it was like fully inserted. Painful. So I did that a few times, and it was painful. But once I finally like got it in there and figured out, okay, this is how you get it in, this is how you fold it. You definitely have to like relax. You can't do it while you're in a rush because it just, your body just doesn't work that way. Like you have to relax so that your muscles can relax, because your vagina is a muscle. Your feminine organs are muscles, so they can't be tense while you're trying to put this cup inside of you. So once I finally relaxed, I got it in, and then it was fine. You know, the first time I put it in, it was fine. I didn't have any leaks or anything, and I was like, okay, this is interesting. And I was concerned that, you know, you're like, well, if you're heavy, how is it going to hold the liquid in? But basically it's like, it's hard to explain. Just watch videos on it, but it's basically like a suction, and it fills up the cup, but everything that is like, if it's more that does not fit in the cup, it just stays up, or it doesn't come past the cup. So, or that's the concept of it. But if it's not inserted properly, so if you squeeze it and you push it in, but it doesn't pop open fully, it doesn't create the suction. So therefore that's how leaks occur. So yeah, so it was fine the first time. And then I went to take it out, and I actually thought taking it out was going to be like a bloody scene, and it really wasn't. Like, you have to be comfortable with your body. I'm very comfortable with touching my body, and I've been using tampons for a very long time, and it's just not an issue to me to go get down there and like do what I got to do. But for some people, if that is an issue, you don't like the idea of touching your blood and stuff, it may be kind of weird. But yeah, it really wasn't like a mess. You just, when you take it out, you just have to be very careful. I'm more so concerned about it falling in the toilet when I take it out than I am about like the blood, because the blood is very contained, and somehow it doesn't spill. When I pull it out, it doesn't just like spill all over the place. But I'm always like, oh, don't fall in the toilet, please don't fall. Like, what happens if it falls in the toilet? Someone let me know, please. So yeah, contouring today. Contouring. So yeah, I'm about to go out, and I wanted to wear the cup, and I was very excited. I was like, okay, I'm gonna wear it when I go out on Saturday. It's gonna be perfect, so I'm not gonna have to worry about this or that. And then when I realized that it's still a chance for it to leak, and like you have to like master the insertion and all that, I was like, I'm not wearing this thing out. Not yet. If I do, I would be wearing it with like a pad or something underneath it, but I don't use pads a lot, so I don't have any. I have panty liners, but panty liners are not enough for me to feel comfortable with the situation. So, experience with the menstrual cup, with the Diva cup. Let me know if you guys have ever tried it, what your experience has been. I can't say, because I had some trial and error. It is a little sore now. It's a little sore and tender down there because of, like I mentioned before, it pops open before I'm like ready for it to pop open. So that happened a few times and it's a little sore down there, but I definitely am open to like continuing trying this until I get used to it, until I master it. Something I do want to talk about though is the taking it out part. I was really afraid that I was not going to be able to get it out because of my nails, and you have to physically pull it out. But I learned the power of my body when I watched a few videos, and basically, this is going to be so gross to people who aren't interested, I'm sorry, but basically you push as if you are taking a number 2, and it literally just starts to slide out. And it's like, I never really noticed how strong the pelvis floor is and like how powerful it is, but you can literally feel it from being like up here to just like slowly coming down, and then you kind of have to like tense it, like hold it in that spot and then like pull it out. TMI, but hopefully that helps anyone that may be using it or considering using it. But I think this is normal. I think, you know, periods should not be something that's like all taboo to talk about. Like, it's normal, happens to everyone. If we didn't have periods, none of us would be here. So let's just, you know, be grateful for the periods. I have been starting to really get in tune with my body and learn to look at my period as like a sacred time, because it really is. When you really think about why you have them and what your body is doing, it's actually a beautiful process. And the fact that like our bodies can do it is kind of dope. And it took me a while to like appreciate that. Like I definitely did not appreciate it for most of my life, but recently my perspective on it has just changed so much, and I'm just looking at it in a completely new light. So when that time comes up for me now, I treat myself like a queen. I take beautiful bubble baths. I do a lot of self-care. Like yesterday was the very first day and I took a spiritual bubble bath, which I will talk about in the future if you guys are interested, how and why I take spiritual baths. But it was just so beautiful. It was so beautiful, so revitalizing, and I just felt so in tune with my body. And it's something that I plan to incorporate into my cycle, like on a monthly basis. For me, what really helped was realizing that how in tune our bodies are with the moon cycle. And bear with me, but I just started doing research. Like, I was just like, there has to be some type of a connection, because the moon cycle is about 28 days, and most women, their cycle is 28 days. My cycle varies. It's not always 28 days. But I was just curious. I was just like, I just wonder how the cycles of the moon because the moon can literally affect oceans, and we're made of over 75% of water. It's either 75 or 85% water. So if it affects oceans, it has to affect us. Like, it has to. So that alone was enough for me to do research, and then I realized how in tune and how much connection there was, and I was just blown away by what I've been learning. So but in learning that, it's helped me to really see the process different, see the journey as something that's not like this awful time that comes to wreak havoc on your life. It's really not. It's really a time of, for me at least, it's become a time where I'm like, I'm so grateful that I'm a woman. I'm so grateful that my body can do this. I'm so grateful that it's healthy and working, it's functioning, because if you didn't have a period, that would mean that something could possibly be wrong. So I'm grateful that, you know, I can even have one. But it definitely took some time to get there, and it's not always fun. Cramps aren't fun, leaks aren't fun, that stuff is not fun. But I've started looking at it as a chance to really pamper myself and nurture my body and take care of my body and listen to my body and treat myself like a big old baby. Like, literally, I'm just like allowing myself to be sensitive. I'm watching all of the cheesy romantic movies and crying as much as I want. Like, I just go there, and not just during the actual bleeding part of the cycle, but throughout the entire month, I just allow myself, like I said before in one of my other vlogs, one of my intentions has been to just allow myself to experience whatever I'm feeling. If I'm feeling happy, being over the moon happy. If I'm feeling sad, being sad and like sitting in that and being okay with that. If I'm feeling sensitive, if I'm feeling like I need to watch Beyond the Lights and just cry and be in my feelings, like doing it. And it may sound so weird and simple, but honestly it helps so much when you're in tune with your body. You know what your body wants, and you allow it to happen. You're not resisting it. You're not just walking around like, oh, I'm fine, I don't feel anything, I'm okay, when deep down maybe you just need to cry. Sometimes you just gotta cry. You don't know why. You don't have to know why. Sometimes you just gotta get it out, and that's okay. And are reunited, pictures follow and my we toes. Yeah, that's everything. So I'm gonna continue to just beat my face, and if something else comes into my mind that I want to chat about, I'll turn the camera back on. If not, let's jam. Dope. I just took a nap, so I have in. Oh, speaking of energy, let me go grab my little. I'll be back.
That you lay with me. He don't want to test me, cause he don't want it with me. Go with you once invited. You're invited. Pictures for the gram while we talk. Pictures for the gram while we talk. This time, let go. Responsibility don't have to know. A night to remember.
I'm taking my freedom, pulling it off the shelf, putting it on my chain, wearing it round my neck. I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my car, wherever I choose to go, it won't take me far. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 golden. I'm taking my own freedom, putting it in my song, singing loud and strong, moving all day long. I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my soul. I'll be hopped up in y'all, letting the joy unfold. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 golden. I'm holding on to my freedom, can't take it from me. I was born into it, it comes naturally. I'm swimming my.
I am officially done with my look. I destroyed my room in the process, but I think this is the look I'm gonna go. Faces beat to the goods, you know, simple beat down. I'm so happy that my makeup came out cute, and I actually like my outfit now because I wasn't feeling it at first. But yeah, I just did my usual go-to look. I didn't really do anything special. I tried to switch it up a little bit with my eyes, but it looks the same to me. Earrings are from Ambrosia Love. Here on YouTube, Ambrosia. They started changing colors a little bit. They're still super cute. Necklace, the thrift store, bracelet, Forever 21. This ring I got from like a little shop in California. Yeah, that's it. And I'm just gonna put some sandals on. And we out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can't do this right now, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting ready so that when my friends get here, I will be ready to go. And thanks for watching. Bye.